To face, to face. Oh my goodness, that hurts. What the fuck? That came out of nowhere. Oh. Random ass pain. Alright. Metal Gear Solid. Continue where we left off last night. Since it's raining, I can't make my appointment today. What's up, Aaron? Hey, Ron, what's up?
The site ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
Extract the interpreter. Extract the soldier. Are there any missions on the way? What are my main missions?
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. The map has been updated.
on in there?
Yeah.
Or is it just another path? Should I go past this first? Do that side out first.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead with the remix?
Yeah.
So full.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Alright.
That wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss?
I'm gonna extract it.
The map has been updated.
See you later, little buddy. You're my doggy now. Didn't hurt.
Roger that. We'll pick him up.
Well, I can't even do the side ups while I'm doing this, can I?
Marker placed.
Yeah.
So, what was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information. That's the target.
Is it just them three?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a sniper. I gotta research that sniper rifle.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Правда? Научи меня каким-нибудь клёвым выражением.
I spent last night
With your girlfriend.
with your girlfriend.
Это было неплохо.
Правда? Что это значит?
Я друг твоего приятеля.
Ого, это действительно полезно. Любые мелочи могут помочь в этой холодной войне, да?
Точно. Эти слова могут спасти твою жизнь.
Ха-ха, может быть. В следующий раз ты должен научить меня. Посмотри. Что происходит?
You have arrived at
Ой!
your destination. completed. Extraction arrived at
Those
Motorbase.
materials have already been processed.
Unit
It
function
may not be
added.
much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Hit the wrong button.
You gotta extract him.
Better extract one. Okay. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Why is there a storm coming? Oh shit, this ain't good.
Yeah.
Shit.
So when sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. But that goes for the enemy
Extraction
too.
arrived
Use
at
the situation to
Motorbase.
your advantage.
Oh, this fan's gonna stuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me clear up a little bit so I can see where I'm going. Gotta go around. I'm gonna have to take a pause for the cars in a second. I have to pause for the cars in a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man, the hell's clear? How did that one die? Oh, alright. This one did.
He's coming too. Roger that.
You have arrived at your destination.
You made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
This is the outhouse or what? Go. Is that all they got here?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I need to get rid of this thing first. No. I do have a suppressor. If I can get a good angle on them. One down. Oh shit. I need a drink.
Yeah.
Been a couple days without a drink now.
Wormwood, also known as absinthium. That's used to make your phantom cigars.
Yeah, absinthe. Wormwood.
First, you have to identify the targets. Recon the site with your binoculars.
The map has been updated.
That antenna is one of the targets.
The map has been updated.
That's another one of the targets. Do you see any more?
Без груза никто не страдал. Не видел уже несколько. Откуда только берутся эти дешманы?
The map
That
has
looks like
been
the
mission
target.
info has
We
been
know where all the
updated.
antennas are now. Take out all three of them. How you do it is your call.
В 2 раза больше потерянных в следующей атаке боеприпасов. Простудился? Не болей.
Ага, ты тоже.
Sun will
It'll be
rise
dawn soon.
momentarily.
Your surroundings will be easier to see, but that goes for the enemy as well. The guard detail in Soviet outposts changes in the morning too. Watch yourself. Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you. Good. That's the first one. Destroy the remaining antennas. Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP. If you have to shoot, be careful. That's the second one. That wasn't the last of them, though. Keep going. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info outpost captured.
They got backup coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I did that one. Why is it not gonna let me do the other side out?
Yeah.
Exfiltrated hot
That's
zone.
it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. Mission complete. Great work.
I need a drink. Hold on. Do we have $5? I thought I had a physical dollar. I do have one physical dollar. Alright, 1 second, y'all. Okay, cool. Cool. I can buy some onions too. Onions. Give me a second. Let me go. Diamond Dogs cassette tape at Mother Base 2. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna probably play these tapes real quick. When I run out. Motherfucker. You motherfuckers. Alright, just give me a quick second, y'all. Let me go through this. I need some cigarettes too. I need cigarettes and a drink. Base development unit has been established.
Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has 2 roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of Mother Base. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid.
Alright. I gotta pee. You know, base facilities menu. Okay. Got everything. That's the belt. Let me run to the bathroom. I'm right here real quick. Let me use the bathroom real quick, y'all. 1 second. I got a pee-pee. Put this one. Ooh, I got to pee. Gotta get some cigarettes now. Don't get one to go. It's fucking raining. It's fucking raining. Long distance though. That's a good thing. It's real short. DoorDash is giving out an extra $4, and I can't even do that shit. Fucking rain. Alright. Alright. Oh, I forgot my damn speaker. Here we go. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. Just give me a couple seconds. Give me 1 second. Give me a couple seconds. I'll be right back and we'll continue the game. Probably play this for a while since I'm getting into it again. Build up my base, get me some soldiers, get the mission done. The intro to this game was real good though. If y'all seen the intro last night, that was a damn good intro, wasn't it? Alright, so just give me a couple seconds. I'm gonna get me some cigarettes. I'll be right back. I need cigarettes. Like that. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh. I'm ready to play again. Oh, that hurts. All right. Fuck it. All right. Now, let's get this together. Plug this up and turn my screen back on. Here. Pull up my stream on here so I can see the chat on Facebook. Alright, there we go. Now get that out the way. Get. I took my medicine right there. Why did they put an A on my medicine?
Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
bloodied up.
Dee Dee, come back!
You don't take no showers. Named the dog Dee Dee. Got me a puppy.
This is the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though.
Like a husky or wolf.
He'll get bigger? Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough.
You licking the blood
A
off.
little polish.
Sizing you up.
I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
Oh, you missing the eye. You missing the eye like Snake.
Right.
Shit.
Hostile raising hounds. Fine. Come on, Dee Dee.
That's a cute little puppy. Oh, me a puppy now. Eat cigar.
Boss, we've received a back-channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
What's up, Big Dave?
Development project has been added.
Here, one more. Okay. Go to mother base. Development. Purchase the items.
Please specify a project.
I already got that. Or it's just supposed to increase the range and damage. Okay. This way, my speed, range, and movement. I need a sniper. Sniper rifle, that's what I'm looking for.
Please select a drop point.
No, I already got it. Oh,
Please specify a project. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
I need something real long range. Oh, that's going on. Poor thing.
Commencing platform construction.
Research and development.
Select unit.
You gotta be. This is all staff. Red. No, I know red soldiers. Support units.
Select unit. Staff assigned.
Damn, we got a B and everything else. Alright, development. Oh, fuck yeah. Miller going
Select
to
unit.
development. R&D.
Staff assigned.
Development. Now, you. Oh, goodness. Why the hell are you even in development? I can punch you right. R&D. These guys.
Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned.
Fire raptor. Oh, shit. It's not here. Oh. I got a fucking mosquito in here tearing my ass up. Might as well put him on. He's already on research and development. Now, how do I sort? I want an ascending order. Why is it decent? Hold on. Well, maybe I've hit the wrong thing. They don't know the difference between ascending and descending. Let's do descending order. Alright. Research and development. No, this ain't research. This is base development. Only got 2 people.
Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned.
Support.
Select unit. Staff assigned.
Boss, welcome home.
Hey, hey. Why is it showing? Hold on, no. Okay. Ocelot is your communications and combat. I can't assign him. R&D.
Hey, you know why the boss is called Big Boss?
Select unit.
There was this unit.
Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned.
They say she was the mother.
Select unit. Staff assigned.
Anyway, so she defects to the Soviet Union. America's afraid she'll leak all kinds of military secrets, so they assign a man to kill her.
Yeah, our boss. Big Boss. And once the boss was dead,
I want to fire
he
him.
was given a name to signify he had surpassed her.
He carried out a one-man infiltration of the Soviet Union, even though he was injured. He was one tough son of a bitch.
All these E's ain't
I also
working.
heard the boss was his mentor.
This person right here.
Select unit.
Research and development.
Staff assigned.
America.
He really has been through hell.
Alright, everybody's good at research and development.
Select unit. Staff assigned.
Base development is already assigned.
Select unit. Staff assigned.
Support units.
Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned.
price for the bread. I'm gonna have to fire a lot of these people. Staff management, here we go. How do you, get rid of people that you don't want in your shit? Yeah, I'm R&D team, my base development only got 2 people. Support unit has people. How do let me push R3.
Staff assigned.
Do it like that. This auto assign. Fuck that shit. Auto assign to the best places. Alright. Base facilities. The support platform will take 54 minutes. Development. Helicopter.
Please specify a project.
Faster deployment. Okay. Speaker. Cool. That's good. Blackfoot is my tribe. They named it after Native Americans. They do most helicopters like that.
Please specify a project. Give my folks some bulletproof. Please specify a project.
My project is your mama. Alright, here we go. Let me grab this sniper. No, why the fuck a box drop? I ain't supposed to have a goddamn box. Where the fuck is my sniper rifle? Oh, it's on my back. No. The fuck? You bitch ass nigga. Stop playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me. I want my sniper and my assault rifle. I'm supposed to have 3 weapons. Playing my emotions, Smokey. Alright, let's just go to the next mission. Fuck this. Mother base is done. I want to get rid of the people I don't want on my staff. Change assignment. Everybody got all of these and E's. Change
Select
assignment.
unit.
Dismiss. Oh, here we go.
Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select
You got
unit.
all E's. Oh, so you got to go.
Staff dismissed. Select unit.
You didn't get a D
Staff
nowhere.
dismissed.
That was the dumbest soldier I ever picked up.
Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff dismissed.
Motherfucker had all E's.
Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff
Like, it
dismissed.
was so easy to
Select unit.
These motherfuckers were weak as hell.
Staff dismissed.
That puppy the boss brought back is so cute.
Select unit.
Man, I want to pet him.
Staff
just
dismissed.
I want to touch his paw pads.
Yeah, just... Wait, what?
You don't want to touch him too?
No, that, really occurred to me.
You don't know the awesomeness of a puppy's paw pads?
I guess not. But, yeah. I thought they would feel nice.
Right?
Let's go to the missions. I want to do my shout out. I need the highly skilled soldier.
Please select a
First,
mission.
let's listen to the cassette tapes. Ocelot's briefing has been finished already. We already did all these. They don't count from last night? What the fuck?
You were hospitalized and... Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Ocelot.
We already
I hear
did
that.
that last night. Here we go.
So SALT 2 still hasn't gone into effect. That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. That's
Yeah,
when we
that
thought
big
all
Dave.
those years of negotiations
I
would
wanna
pay
go to
off.
work
Somebody
today, but
decides to invade
it's fucking
Afghanistan.
raining.
The
I
timing
told
couldn't
them
have been
physical
worse.
therapy.
The president was
They
in the
just
middle
let
of
me
the
know
SALT
that
2
they
talks
would give
back
me Uber
then.
rides. So
Maybe
I
while
ain't
you were
gonna
busy
get-
trying
I
to
ain't
stop
got
Peace
to miss
Walker,
no more
I
physical
heard.
therapies.
President
They
Ford
give me
was
Uber
meeting
rides
with the
for my
General
physical
Secretary in
therapy.
Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker. They were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike.
Coleman's big idea?
Son of a bitch.
Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of.
If that AI, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch.
Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was.
All thanks to you and her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart. But in the end,
The times define the politics. When you grab their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Smeagleknows in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still fighting for America. 1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O, or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, aka Sigint. Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation. And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West. We joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish. To make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted.
I still trusted him in those days.
We thought what he was doing was the boss's will, until he started that one project.
Les enfants terribles, Zero called it.
Oh,
You parted ways, as did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact, although truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek. Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts. I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
An army without a country. 5 mercs, 4 mercs. Something with no government over the reins. Cypher wanted their military muscle, but the boss said no. So they moved on the Caribbean base and massacred them. I hear ya.
Next week. Let's get it cracking like butt cheeks.
Christmas Eve, 1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, The Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on.
Cycle of vengeance goes on.
This war, the Kremlin never expected to have this much trouble against the Mujahideen. Afghanistan is a tribal society. Tradition demands that its people stand up to any outsiders who set foot on their land. With the honor of their people at stake, they have everything to fight for. No matter how hard the Soviets hit them, they continue to appear out of nowhere, striking back, then vanishing again. But there's one thing even the Mujahideen fear. Every last one of them. The Soviet gunships. They're highly maneuverable and equipped with massive firepower. Plus, the underside of the fuselage is heavily armored. The Mujahideen can barely scratch them with their small arms. Anyone who hangs around gets mowed down by the gunship's heavy machine guns. This new honeybee weapon that was given to the Hamid fighters, it's no doubt something to help them strike back against the gunships, which makes it a weapon that could change the course of the war. Those guerrilla fighters known as Mujahideen don't actually belong to a single organization. Afghanistan is a multi-ethnic country. You've got the Pashtuns, the Tajiks, Uzbeks, Hazaras, and each of them is split into their own tribes, large and small. Each ethnicity has several rebel organizations that their various tribes gather under. They're united under the banner of jihad. That doesn't mean they work like a single standing army. Just look at the area around Smasy Fort. A lot of Tajiks used to live there. They fled after the Soviets started their Scorched Earth campaign. With the area uninhabited, the Hamid fighters, who are Pashtun, decided to move in. The Hamids are based out of the city of Peshawar. We passed through it on the western edge of Pakistan. The Pashtun people have long lived in Afghanistan and western Pakistan. They used to travel back and forth frequently. Then Britain went and established the border that still stands today. The Hamid fighters get generous support from the Pakistani government. The government wants to use them to secure influence over Afghanistan. Their liaison with the Hamids is Inter-Services Intelligence, and behind the ISI, you have the CIA. That's probably how the honeybee ended up in the hands of the Hamid men.
That's the oil gun. Okay. Somebody got it already.
Kaz, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We were on the zero line that day, the Afghan side. On our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist.
Skulls.
The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us.
Damn.
It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. But one by one, the voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair.
Could they be some new Spetsnaz unit?
No. The ones that interrogated me were just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that.
If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it.
I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Why'd they come after you?
Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship, though a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner.
But they had other motives.
Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan.
That's why they had Paz, still Zeke.
Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base. The world would consider us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us.
We stopped the launch.
And yet they still took us down. Through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cypher wanted. We don't have it anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive?
I don't know. Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
We know virtually nothing about Cypher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are. The new Mother Base started out as a test drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us. It was just scrap on stilts. So with a few dummy construction companies set up as fronts, we started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Kaz, you...
What?
I see what you're doing. Recreating the Mother Base we had 9 years ago. Only this time.
That's right. The Mother Base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to the world that we were the victors.
And if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight. And when our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most PFs are small-time operations anyway. And in this business, the minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have Hewick.
Hewick?
Human Exploitation Company. It's a business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a civilian intelligence agency.
Kaz, that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the world, and each sets up an intel network on site. Then they stay in place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflicts. Hewick's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect black box. Hewick members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agencies to make sure Diamond Dogs gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent when we need it.
Networking? In the intelligence community?
Sure, that's how we've grown this far. And when you go out on missions, intel from Hewick will be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you.
That's why you made that ruckus at the Zero line.
Yeah, to make their own surveillance work against them. I think it took some of the heat off Cyprus.
Kaz.
Then I just had to wait for you to save me. And I've gotten used to waiting.
Kaz.
That's not all. It was a good chance to scout the market. And with the West wanting the Soviets out of Afghanistan, their agencies are bursting at the seams with funding. Boss, let's start by building up our Afghan presence.
Why put Mother Base in the Seychelles?
We're at the center of the world here.
We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean.
Come on. Lebanon, Sri Lanka, East Timor, and Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflict zones the world over, including Afghanistan, of course.
So it's prime real estate for a mercenary.
Exactly. Latin America isn't as close as I'd like, but we have Amanda and her people to help in that department. And besides, the Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us.
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the west wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago in an attempted coup.
Again, but I might
It was
need
a
to
force
go
of
back to
South
work,
African
y'all.
mercenaries with
I
U.S.
don't want to
backing
get hit by
behind
a
the
car, but I
scenes.
might need to go back
They
to
were
work.
only platoon size.
I gotta buy
But
some
South
vegetable
Africa is
oil.
home to some heavy PFs.
Goddamn
Too much for the
chicken
Seychelles to handle. In the end, they accepted help from the Tanzanian army
I really
and
don't
quelled
want
the
to eat no
coup.
beef right now.
We set up the deal and handled on-site
I
tactical
don't wanna eat no
instruction.
pork either.
That led to some training work for the
The
Seychelles
muscles are
military.
fucked up.
And when we put down a mutiny within their
I need
forces,
vitamin D.
well, we made a lot of people
No
happy.
homo.
They don't pay us. They just let us have a piece of their offshore territory on the promise we'll come running if something else happens.
So we're bodyguards, too.
It's a good setup. We can only take Mother Base so far here. We'll have to find somewhere else when this place starts getting big.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
Nothing hasty about it. You're back with us now.
So, Kaz, the ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was... stimulating.
Well, she was part of a whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but then the work dried up. Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
The push to ban it has been gaining traction for a little over a decade. Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling.
5 o'clock.
Several countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end. But eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the
I
towel.
ain't in shape to work in.
You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
When I was a kid in Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That good, huh?
It's 5 o'clock.
The country was poor in those days, and whale was
It's gonna
cheap.
be raining until
International
midnight.
opinions changed since then.
I ain't gonna be
In
able to
any
work.
case,
Fuck it.
that's why we were able to get a bargain price on the ship. Of course,
Yeah.
we did end up spending 5 times the purchase price in
It's
modifications.
gonna be a dry day tomorrow.
We had to really work to fit in all the ESM and communications gear while keeping the whaler look intact. Right now, she's going around conducting SIGINT missions. In the future, we plan to use her as a communications relay base between you and Mother Base, and also as a chopper resupply vessel. Diamond Dogs. The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas. It means indomitable, unyielding. Other words for the stones often mean eternal bond, fortitude, or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They represent innocence, as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
Ice water. Let me put this in the freezing where I'm gonna use this stove.
Ocelot said the number of private forces is increasing, and they've modeled themselves after us.
They're a far cry from the likes of us.
But why? 9 years ago, we made enemies of the world as a nuclear-equipped force, independent of ideology or state.
Yes, sooner or later the real UN would have stepped in.
So why are they giving these PFs free reign?
That's our fault too.
What do you mean?
What happened 9 years ago was a real problem for a lot of people. An organization as big as ours, with our facilities, was wiped off the map. Not an easy thing to hide. But if our existence came to light, so would the names of our clients. We had contracts all over, east and west, from superpowers to banana republics, the lot. Our clients denied all association with the likes of us. They had to make sure things didn't blow up on them. But at the same time, they missed us. They really missed us. The demand for armies for hire was as strong as ever. The international community turned a blind eye to what happened to us, despite still needing people who could do our jobs. History couldn't afford to lose
When I was
us.
working at the president's
As soon as we were gone,
Blackwater was
they
the
needed a
talk of the
replacement.
town.
So private forces spread everywhere. And they're all just a phone call away.
But still,
I know. PFs are totally different from what we envisioned. Nation-states, revolutionaries, terrorists. They have a lot of clients, and Cypher is one of them. Cypher stays anonymous, but I know their work when I see it. In the eyes of those clients, the world's PFs are all just expendable pawns. The clients don't have to worry about losing their own men. Nobody knows they're involved, and PFs are cheap. In short, the world is chewing up soldiers and spitting them out. Even some of the old Mother Base's survivors are still working for PFs. Some guys created their own smaller forces. Others were taken on by emerging PFs. Everybody's gone their separate ways. But none of them are living their dream, because they're not fighting with you. Of course, I tried to headhunt as many of them as I could for Diamond Dogs. It was all a waste of time. They said they weren't interested without you to lead them, but now you're back. And everything's gonna change. We'll unite all private forces under you, transcending nations and economies. What is a nation? Just a patch of dirt. The bonds among us will surpass nations, and that's what'll put the world under our control. We'll establish a new kind of country, redefine the very concept of it. Even Cypher will be below us, an extraterritorial federation of military nations. The United States of Force. Once word of Big Boss's return starts traveling, that'll be our true deterrent against Cypher. In other words, no one will dare to come gunning for you.
how do you figure?
Cypher lacks a large-scale fighting force. PFs are the perfect tool for them. But those PFs revere you, the legendary Big Boss. If Cypher killed you now, they wouldn't take it lying down. Maybe they'd even go looking for revenge, but they definitely wouldn't keep doing Cypher's dirty work, even if it put their lives at stake. That's why it's no longer a benefit to Cypher to get rid of you. The very fact that you're alive is our greatest defense against Cypher.
Nice to know. It'll buy us some time while we get back to full strength.
Just keep in mind that what I'm saying is generalizing a lot. In practice, the PFs around the world don't know your face. Just declaring that you're Big Boss won't be enough to convince them. And if they see you as an enemy, they'll come at you with everything they've got.
Some hero.
That's why you need to bring them back to Mother Base. Show them on your terms that you really are the one and only Big Boss. Once you've proven that, they won't hesitate to join us.
All right, Big Boss. Chico and Amanda.
Snake, do you remember Amanda?
Yeah, I do.
Their revolution was a success. Somoza resigned, and Nicaragua has a new government. Amanda's really working hard for her country to be reborn.
Good for them.
She says she wishes Chico could be there.
That revolution was the dream. For Amanda, for Chico, and their father.
That chopper was no place for Chico to die. I'd like to at least think history will remember his part in the revolution.
When you pick up a gun, there's always a chance you'll die for nothing.
Pretty much.
He knew that as well as the rest. Now that he's gone, it's up to the rest of us to decide what it was all worth. If we don't, there's nothing to prove that Chico ever lived at all. We're his mark on the world.
Amanda told us that Strangelove contacted her after the revolutionaries came to power in Nicaragua. Strangelove, the AI researcher from Mother Base?
I remember her.
We'd lost touch with her, till Amanda heard from her out of the blue. She told Amanda she wanted to salvage Peace Walker's drive parts, or something from the bottom of Lake Nicaragua. Amanda passed the request on to her friends in the new administration. She's a national hero now, after all. So Strangelove got a Soviet military aircraft to transport something to somewhere. But apparently the cargo wasn't big enough to have been Peace Walker itself.
So what was it?
Who knows? We recovered Peace Walker's nuclear warhead ourselves 9 years ago. What could Strangelove have been after? Amanda said she didn't mention what her reason was or where she was headed. Nicaragua is a socialist state now. With Amanda vouching for her, the government didn't feel the need to concern itself with the details. All Strangelove told Amanda was that she was going to continue her research, and that the rest was a secret. Right before the attack, Huey was in the control tower to prepare for the inspectors. He was with them when it all went down. The control tower collapsed with the rest of its strut. His body was never recovered. But he was the one who met the inspection party when they arrived. And he was the one who showed the nuclear inspectors to the tower. You remember the way it went. First he recommends we agree to the inspection. Then he gives them the okay without our permission. All the time acting as if he was doing us a favor. On top of that, he even had the guards disarmed that day. It would send the wrong message, he said. Whatever the angle, it all leads back to Huey. I curse my own stupidity for not realizing sooner. Huey escaped with that unit by chopper. I've been hunting him for 9 long years. The other reason I was operating around Afghanistan was to dig up his location.
Huey's in Afghanistan?
Yes, and I have a good idea where. Now we just wait for the right moment. This time, we'll be the ones using him. He's going to tell us who our guests really were that used a fake nuclear inspection to blast our home into the ocean.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project.
No, it's $5,000. It ain't doing it. The transmission. That's a supply down. Got more weapons.
Please specify a project. Please select a drop point. Please specify a project.
Look, wait, you little bitch. Came up here to be fucked up.
Please select a mission.
Why have the boss's old organization been taken out?
What the fuck is this flashback? Why is it doing
Boss, have you lost your mind? Maybe you're not the big boss we hoped for after all.
Oh, I just killed somebody by accident. Oh, they didn't successfully extract him. He died. That's that bullshit. I don't know what to do. It's fucking raining. I'm not trying to get hit by a car again.
Boss, we've received a back-channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
Please select a mission.
They ain't let me do it. Hurry up from there. The fuck? Oh, I gotta do it. Get in the helicopter first.
Boss! Welcome home.
Yeah, what else?
Boss, thank you for making me a diamond dog. I look forward to serving my country.
Have a good day, boss.
Alright, so let me staff morale is I'm gonna quit out this. What time is it? Almost 3 o'clock. See how bad it's raining. I ain't gonna be able to do shit. That's why I need a car now. I can't do shit when it's raining. I can't do a goddamn thing while it's raining. Motherfucker. Actually, no. I ain't even gonna play this either. I'm gonna play Red Dead. Fuck it. I started a new character. Let me go and level up my Red Dead Online character. Fuck it. Put this in the trash and this in the sink. That's bullshit. Just get over. I got to eat for the first time without holding my food in a fucking trash can yesterday. And then I can't even work today, so I can get some more food. Shit is that. I need to go to work. Fuck that shit. What was the last thing I was on? need some music. Need some music. I'll be back here. I need to listen to some music. Everything going downhill again. Everything always just goes downhill when it starts looking bright. Fuck it.